Coach, that was kind of the third quarter you wanted, right? Probably enjoyed that on the tape. What was the message at halftime?
We were just cleaning up a couple of the small mistakes we were making in the first half. Obviously, the first half ended pretty poorly, but other than that, we were moving around a little bit. Like, we started the game well. Jeff picked up 94 feet to start the game. He really set the tone. He had a great game, both ends of the court. So came out at halftime. Guys had some fresh legs, and they're really locked in.
Has the group kind of solved the ball stickiness factor? Because it seems like there are points, in the game where they really kind of trusted each other and found each other.
No, not yet. We need to move the ball. But there were some good flashes, and there were a lot of stickiness too.
Yesterday, few 1-0 possessions on offense. Today, much more crashing of the glass. Was that a point of emphasis within the team?
It's always a point of emphasis, both with us and the Raptors. It's all about who can get up more shots than the opponent. So you try and do that through offensive rebounding and turnovers. So try and protect your defensive glass and attack their offensive glass, and then try and turn them over without turning the ball over. And if you get up more shots than the opponent, you definitely give yourself a better chance to win. I thought we probably did a bit better of a job today. We had a couple guys like Hassani and Melvin really get aggressive off the bench going for it. And then Reggie's always going to be a force on the glass. And obviously Justin, he's so good at it, especially at his own shots. He's got a great second jump on his own shots and get his own boards back.
Delano Banton, he was added to the Raptors 905 lineup sort of later in the day today. How does that affect the team, the dynamic of what's going on the court, needing to integrate someone like that in a pinch?
It's by design that we run the same stuff as the Raptors. It's been proven to be successful over the years, and then also that situations like that are going to happen. And like I said, the Raptors stuff has been successful over the years, so there's no need to change it. Definitely, it's won championships. So, and then we know that guys will be assigned, two ways will go up and down. So we don't want them learning two different playbooks, two different defensive philosophies, two different ways of executing the offense. So it's a pretty seamless transition.
What is it that you are going to take from this game and show the team and say, this is what I wanted to see?
I thought we ramped up the ball pressure a little bit. Big point of emphasis going into the game is we want to attack them defensively. We don't want to just sit back and try and prevent them from scoring. We want to attack them when we're on defense and try and dictate what they do. So the ball pressure was quite a bit better, and that takes them out of their sets. If teams are trying to come off a pick and roll going to their right because they got a pin in the strong side corner, now it's the weak side corner, and now their action's kind of thrown off. So that was the point of emphasis, and I thought we did a good job of it.
Playing two games in a row, it's usually hard to get that second win for the team that takes the first. What were you guys trying to focus on to make sure that wouldn't happen?
Just focusing on really just throwing the first punch, just focusing on just getting stops, focusing on just being in the right positions defensively and just helping each other out defensively and making everything tough on them, just trying to disrupt their offense. We feel like they just ran their offense last game just too calm, I guess you could say, but just trying to disrupt it a little bit.
And I think, yourself, Delano, the guys really came out to send a message in that first quarter. Right?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely came to send a message, just try to get our defense just leading into our offense, just trying to that's just the way – it just feels like we're just playing better basketball, you know what I mean? When we get defensive stops again, out and running, not worrying about having to run plays, just showing our athleticism and just showing our true talent.
Nicholas from On Point Basketball. Hi, Reggie. As a top scorer on the team, one of the top rebounders, one of the top shot blockers, you're clearly a leader in the locker room. Did you have a message for your team to help stop this 6-game skid? Just telling them we need to get into the win column, just figure it out. Felt like we were doing a little bit too much talking in the locker room. We weren't really being about it. You know what I mean? Just you gotta do what you're gonna say you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a message. Enough talking, and just getting out there. And I just try to lead by example, lead by my play. Just making sure I'm communicating the entire time, making sure I'm keeping the guys together the entire time. And they do a very good job of just doing the same with me.
What are you going to take from this game? What's your high point personally from this game?
Just showing that we can do multiple efforts defensively. Just showing that we can have each other's back. Just showing we know the level that we need to play to get a win. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to just be given to us just because how talented we are and how good we are offensively, skill wise. So now we just see how to win. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what we battled a lot in this 6-game losing streak, is just trying to figure out how to win. Now we have the answers to the test.
You played with some pretty big lineups tonight. Do you prefer that, or do you prefer do you prefer the 6-9 and across the board lineup, or do you prefer like smaller guards, bigger bigs, or do you like having the pressure taken off of you being the only big on the floor?
Sometimes I like the pressure taken off of me, for sure. Just depends offensively who my matchup is where I'd rather be, what determines where I'd rather be. But definitely having, if Kenny's out there, just having knowing I can press up on my guy, knowing that I'm going to have a rim protector if I happen to get, you know what I'm saying? Or he has one side of the rim for rebounds, I have the other side type thing. So it definitely takes a lot of pressure off. But even when we're not big, our guards and other players do a good job of just helping me out too.
Team today, you guys also had a lot of trust for each other. The ball was kind of kicking around, and
Yeah.
you guys made some very selfish plays. Is that going to help you guys as you build? Obviously, it's early in the season too.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to help us build. It's just time to turn it around. We definitely harped on a lot, just getting the ball to the second side, each possession, just getting 2 paint touches each possession, just making the extra pass for your teammate, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's easier. It looks like it's better basketball when we get stops and running, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes it look better.
Watching you out there, you're kind of frustrated with some of the calls and lack thereof. How do you kind of shake that off and stay in the game?
So I'm used to it by now.
At the end of the first quarter, you looked like you weren't moving so well. Did you hurt something? Are you okay?
Yeah, I twisted my ankle. Or I rolled my ankle. I'm not going to say twisted. I rolled my ankle pretty bad. At one point, my leg tightened up on me a little bit because I was putting too much pressure on the other. So I just tried to fight through it and just keep it warm. Just got to do a little bit of treatment on it after the game.
All right, Justin, big game for you guys. Obviously, you took a hard one yesterday. What was the emphasis for you guys, making sure they didn't get 2 on you guys?
I mean, it was just the fact that we got to play harder from the jump. You know, we come in the game sometimes a little lackadaisical, and, it's hard to play from behind in this league at the end of the day. This might be the G League, but we're all professionals on both sides of the floor, so it's tough playing from behind. So the emphasis was just come in the game, play with that fire, nobody worry about offense, just really focus on defense and offense to come, and that's what we did, and we got the win.
I always noticed you and Delano, the chemistry between you guys is fantastic. You seem to know where each other's going to be. How important was having both you guys here today to kind of stop this, the negative streak there?
Yeah, I know. DB came down here today, played well, I think. It's just, me and DB are close off the court. That's like my brother in real life, you feel me? So it's just, we just feed off each other's energy, you know what I'm saying? So when he's got it going, I try to get him the ball and find him in spots, and he tries to find me in my spots, and we just know where we can excel at on the court, and me and him is a great duo, I think. I'll put me and him up against anybody. But it was good to have him down here today. He really helped us today, push forward and get the win, and we needed this one.
And as the veterans, you kind of preach the importance of those relationships to the new guys, like to the 2As or even to the regular roster guys, the importance of having a relationship off the court?
A vet? Oh, only 2 years in. Oh, I like that. But I try to tell them, try to set up team dinners and stuff, try to, hang out together, whether it be for 30, 40 minutes in the room, just everybody just chilling and whatnot. But, we always play basketball day in and day out. It's good to get away, sometimes and just be together and just vibe out. And they understand, Jeff, Ron, they're doing great being leaders and stuff like that. And off the court, we're all cool. And, I think those relationships go a long way because when you're on the court, you feel like you got your brother's back even more because, when the clock is done ticking and the game's over, afterwards you still got his back. So I think those relationships go a long way.
Nicholas Kwan from On Point Basketball. Nice seeing you, Justin. So you hit your first three-pointer of the season today. How did that feel? And how do you think your development from the three-point line or behind the three-point line is coming along?
I mean, guys gotta give me a break a little bit. I haven't played organized basketball in over a year. I'm just getting back from an injury, a little rusty, trying to get my feet under me still. But it felt good though to hit that 3 today. Fresh off at the gate, first shot for me. it felt good. I just got to keep, staying in the gym, staying consistent with it, and just try to get my rhythm back in. I'm trying to just find my rhythm and let the game come to me a little bit more. But I feel like I've been good. Just got to, stay in the gym. There's always work to be done, and I'm going to continue to do that and try and pull out some more wins.
Shooting has been a big theme for the Raptors, too. A lot of noise around Fred VanVleet and his shooting as well, and the NOAA system and how that's helping you out. What are the Raptors coaching staff doing extra to help you guys prepare?
Oh, what you mean? We be in the gym every day, getting shots up. There's no real scheme to it. You just got to really put up shots. You have to put the time in, put the work in. And, we got the NOAA system. It kind of shows us, left, right. If you're shooting in the middle, your arc, your perception of how you're shooting it. And if you really lock into those things, and, you kind of find a rhythm when you're shooting, you can shoot the same way every time, eventually, it kicks in naturally. And I got to leave Fred alone by his shooting, man. Everybody goes through struggles sometimes, so he's gonna pick it up. He's a legend. But, yeah, though.
What was it like last week playing against your twin brother on the same court at the same time in the professionals? Was that a very
Oh, man.
We made it moment?
Yeah, that was a dream come true. Even though it was on opposite sides of the court, but it was a dream come true just being out there with him, getting to go against him. And I owe him one now because he beat us. But, yeah, it's a dream come true since we were kids. The next step is playing against each other on the next level, up top, So he's playing great. I'm trying to get my feet back under me. And it's just a blessing to see both of us here doing what we love.
When's the baby coming up?
My little brother is 6, and he's very bad. He won't be up here for a while, but he'll get here, though, for sure.
What do you guys have to do to continue, build on this streak? 1-game streak now. What do you guys got to do going forward?
My college coach told me 1 game ain't a streak. One is in the streak. We got to keep coming in there and playing hard from the jump. It's tough to play from behind this league, like I said earlier. But just playing together is the main thing. When our offense is flowing, we sharing the ball, moving the extra passes. I think the first play of the game, we had a pick and roll, drop off. Reggie swung it, open 3. You just got to play the right way and just really lock in on defense. We still got some stuff to go, some ways to go on defense. I still see a ton of guys scored a lot of points, but we just got to keep going, just keep fighting, and keep pushing every day. We showed we could do it. So now it's just a matter of going out there and doing it every day, and just winning these games. I'm trying to win a chip. Last year we got cut off short, so it's time to get back this year.
So you've been.
No, go ahead, you got it. But
you've been in Toronto for a little over a year now. Is there anything about the city that you particularly really enjoy, or anything that surprised you?
Every time he has to be in this room with me.
Yeah, that's true too. What's something I like to do in Toronto? I just stay in the house really, to be honest with y'all. I be inside. I like my own company. I be hanging out with my teammates. We go out to eat here and there. Harper 60 is cool. But that's about it. It's just Canada. It's a beautiful place up here. Get to walk around, see new people. But, I'm from New York, so I can't really go back on that. New York is the best place in the world. Gangster. But, yeah, though, I love Toronto. It's my home right now, hopefully for the long run. And, yeah, I like it. It's a beautiful city.